Hello, and welcome back to Senior and Living Today. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you are new here, Senior and Living Today is a channel that speaks to those of us 50 and over. However, usually there's something relevant for someone of every age on this channel. So thank you for spending some time here. If there are topics that you would like to have discussed, please put them in the comments. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And thank you for being here. Today, I want to just mention a few things that I've discovered as I've matured, wondering if you have discovered the same things. See if we have some things in common. The first thing that I think that I've discovered now that I'm a little bit more mature is that people don't always like hearing the truth. If someone asks you for the truth, you kind of have to sometimes think about it. Um, when we're younger, we're just more out there with the truth. But as we get older, we discover that when people ask you, tell me the truth about this, they don't always want to hear it. So you're going to have to use a little bit of discernment. And as more mature adults, we can do that and try not to hurt people when we're giving them the truth that they're asking for. And realize that sometimes when people are asking you for the truth, they really don't want it. So I didn't realize that when I was younger, but now that I'm a little bit more seasoned, I do realize that. And that coincides right in with the second thing that I've discovered now that I'm more mature is that sometimes it's okay to lie. People lie, and it's okay when you are telling a lie to prevent someone else from being hurt unnecessarily. So, I'm not saying make lying a habit, but if it's to protect someone, I think sometimes a itty bitty lie might be in order. We've discovered as we get older, some of us, that there's just no reason to be mean and hurtful. So dance around it if you can. That's number two. Number three, I would say, is a given. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. You realize that the older you get, and you realize the older you get, the closer you are to it. So, with me running this channel, and I'm trying to teach people to be preventative where they can, um, prevent obstacles where they can, be prepared where they can, knowing that we're all going to die at some point. Are you prepared? Have you prepared things to make things easier for those that you are leaving behind? Is your paperwork in order? Is your insurance in order? Is your living will in order? Is your um, power of attorney paper, medical power of attorney paperwork in order? Are your trusts in order? Have you gotten rid of all the things that you need to get rid of and told someone where your important documents are? We are all going to die. That's number three. Be ready for it, or at least make sure those around you are ready for your demise if it comes. Some of us might live forever, but we don't exactly know who those are going to be, right? So that would be number three. We're all going to die, so be prepared. It shouldn't be a surprise that it's on the agenda. So the next thing I would say is that I've discovered as I have matured is that I'm okay with me and who I am. And most people I know that are my age are giving those same sentiments. that they are okay with who they are and they're not trying to be someone else. We have reached that age where we're not trying to be like the person down the street or the other girl in our class or the other woman in our office. We are at an age now where it's like, this is who I am, love it or leave it, not trying to be anybody else, don't have time for that. So definitely I think that's number 4 is that I have discovered I'm okay with who I am, and everyone else should be too. Um, and sorry about the clock, because you can't stop the clock from ticking if you heard that in the background. Time keeps on ticking. Doesn't that make you think of a song? Who that shows my age. Anyway, um, another thing on my list that I've noticed as I've gotten older is that I'm at an age now where it feels good to say my give a damn is busted. To just say, I don't care. When you're younger, you kind of hold your tongue a little bit more and kind of dance around something when you really don't care to hear about it, know about it. But now I'm in an age where I can just say my give a damn's busted. I don't care. I don't have time for that. I have other things to worry about. So I think you reach an age where some people would put some other words in there I can't say on this channel, but I'm gonna just say that my cleanup of that is my give a damn's busted. You don't have a problem saying that when you're a little bit more mature. You you're over it. Another thing on my list that I've discovered now that I'm a little bit more seasoned and mature is that all the scars I have, all kinds of scars, and most people do either a bump on the knee from when they were learning to ride their bike or they fell on a rock or, you know, tripped over a tree or fell down the stairs. We all have scars for all kinds of reasons, and that those scars are souvenirs. I'm not trying to cover those scars up. I look at those scars that I have. I remember the things that I've been through, and those scars, I can embrace them now and say, I am just a survivor. I am a true survivor. I have been through some wars, and what a warrior I am. My scars tell the story. So, I think when we're younger, we try to like cover those scars up and try to hide them and act like we haven't been through anything, and we've been through everything. So, when you get a little older, you have those scars, those souvenirs, embrace those scars. That's another thing I think we can do when we're mature that we couldn't do when we were younger. The next thing is you discover when you're more mature that you can do just about anything. When you're younger, sometimes, not really, you're really young. If you notice when you're really young, you ask a little kid, what are they going to do? What are they going to be? They're going to be an astronaut. They're going to do all kinds of wonderful things. They're going to be an Indian chief, a policeman, a fireman, all at the same time if you talk to someone who's like 5. And then when you talk to someone who's like 25, they're like, oh, shoot, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Some of the light is gone. They don't have sometimes as much confidence. Talk to some of the millennials today. Um, but I think when you reach a level of maturity that you realize I can still do anything. I can change the world still. I can make a difference still. I feel that way. I don't feel that maybe I can do it alone, but I think if I've noticed if I have a few coffee collaborations with my girlfriends, that's what I'm going to call them. and we sit down and we have some coffee and we talk. I want to do this. I want to do that. Maybe we could do this. You realize that even at a more mature age, there is still plenty that you can do. And if you can't do it alone, you can certainly do it with a team. So keep moving forward. Until we are dead, we can still make a difference. And I have discovered that now that I'm a little older. Another thing that I've discovered, I'm going to say this is the last one on my list, but I think it's going to resonate with a lot of people. I've discovered my mom was right. My mom was right. There were several things she said to me when I was growing up, and I'm not going to repeat them and try to override the things you might have heard from your parents. But when I look back, some of the things my mom said to me and prepared me for, and I thought she was nuts and I thought she was being cynical. She might have been nuts, but I digress. She was right. She was right. So, mom got the last word. She was right. So, I would like to know in the comments below, was your mom right? How are you embracing being a more mature adult? Do you have some insights that have come to you, like the things that have come to me that make you think, yeah, I didn't feel this way when I was younger. But these are some ideas and things I feel now that I'm more seasoned and mature. So please put those in the comments below. And we would love to hear what you have to say. And I look forward to seeing you next time on Senior and Living Today. Bye.